Hello, my lovelies. How are you all doing? Right. I know, I've just woke up. Well, I woke up about an hour ago before I have a shower and do the things that I need to do. Discovered I've got to have physiotherapy on my back. Doing well, ain't I? It'll get sorted. It'll get fixed. And then I'll be back to work doing what everybody else has to do to earn a living because it's just absolute joke. But anyway, I'm going to do the biggest thing ever, and I'm going to do a tarot reading on Mr. Trump. Because he is one heck of a man. One heck of a man. And he has done some diabolical stuff in the past. Got done for criminal activities and all sorts of stuff. And for some reason that all got swept under the carpet. And now he's done this. And he's caused theft. Now if I right, didn't like someone and they were exploiting me, doing this or doing that, and we've all been there, yeah, where we've had some toxic energies around us and stuff's happened and stuff like that, but do we go to where they live and kidnap them, steal all their shit, kidnap them, right, and then take the law into our own hands, so to speak, and use it for our own self-gain, right? We wouldn't dare do that. We'd be fucking in prison or arrested and charged for causing this diabolical, fucking disgusting, traumatic situation. Trump's done it blatant. And I feel as well, because I heard, and like you do your research, you do Google it and all the rest of it, but I do feel that the President Trump, your President Trump in America, and I apologise to all you lovely Americans out there, because they now realised that Trump has done this major thing and it's put their country and their people in it at risk massively, right? And even our own Prime Minister of the UK hasn't even got balls to say. He's got no comment. Because he's scared of Trump, in case Trump turns around and starts firing at us. You know what I mean? Because Trump, like I all said to you, and we all thought I was mad, that Trump was the one to watch, right? He is a loose cannon. He's dangerous. Very. And it's shown now, isn't he? With all these little army, what they call minions, doing as they're told. And basically putting fear of God into these this Prime Minister and his missus from Venezuela. And I remembered the word. So, let's have a look and see what the divine has to say about this. This way, okay. Eight of Cups and Four of Pentacles. So this is walking away from all this past stuff. So, like I said, is managed to burn and sweep under the carpet all of the criminal charges that he had demised, right? He had created, right? And he's there off thinking he's some amazing fucking person, and he's walking into the light and he's like a god, basically. But he's got a lot of secrets and a lot of past and a lot of bullshit in his kit bag, right? Even though he's keeping it close to his chest. Yeah. Right, let's have a look. I know I look scary, but this is a reading that intends to be, you know, such, because that's how it is. This is what our governments are doing to their people. You know what I mean? Now, something huge is being manifested. this happens to be the situation that's going down as we speak, right? This huge thing is being manifested, and it don't look fucking healthy either. There's light behind it, so he's got some strong intention in there, you know what I mean? And he's there, and it's all dark and murky, and it ain't clever. So what else has he got under his sleeve? About this situation that is currently being manifested is going to get diverted to a new situation. So let's find out what that is. We have the Six of Swords. Now the tables are going to be turning. Let's just hope. Let's have a look. Something fresh is being manifested. Something new is trying to come in. Right, so basically we have to stand our ground. All right, we have to stand our ground, okay, and keep manifesting all the good stuff that we want. We're all feeling vulnerable at the minute. We're all scared. We don't know which way this is going to go, but the situations for us are going to be turning in our favor. So even though he's trying to manifest all this doom and gloom, this man is holding to his chest quite a lot of bullshit, right, that he's done, and stuff that is going on now that you don't even know about, right? And I do feel like Elon Musk is part of that, because you don't hear about him anymore, do you? Because at the end of the day, right, social media has got a hang on Elon Musk, and they've put certain labels on him to make him look a bit cuckoo and autistic and all the rest of it, which, you know, most of us are. But he had a position that he could sift through all this stuff so that he could find out who was taking money and distorting the government and all this. And he's discovered information that Mr. Trump is trying to walk away from, that all this rubbish that he's holding close to his chest. And Elon Musk figured it out, you know what I mean? And that's strong information that could ruin Mr. Trump. And then Mr. Trump has took him out of the limelight. He's just disappeared, hasn't he? You only hear bits of him here and there. And then, obviously, then Elon Musk tried to help Tommy Robinson with all them protests, which were massively paid for by Elon Musk. But I don't know if that's the full element of the truth. I feel that Elon Musk was trying to prove something to Mr. Trump. I mean, but that didn't work either, because all the protests that we've done, even the farmers, bless them, they're still not being listened to. And then when Keir Starmer was asked about Trump's behaviour, he basically just didn't want to have a comment. So what Spirit is trying to say is that all this stuff that is being manifested right now, that's making you all in your head, you know, and blocking what is you, your authentic self, and the power that you hold, right? And it's making you feel a little bit vulnerable, because you are a manifester. We all are. I call us instruments, right? We're fabulous, vibration, frequency, beautiful, talented, gifted bundles of light, that we are all part of consciousness. So we have been heard by the great manifester, which is the divine itself, right? So all this that is being manifested right now is got us into our heads, and panic has set in, and people, you know, or manifesting stuff is more of the same as what everything else is happening, because we're all in that mindset of lack, right? So we're manifesting more the same of vulnerability, lack, fear, all that sort of shit, you know what I mean? So this is what these governments and Trump has manifested: fear into people, fear of God, basically, if you want to call it that, even though it's not, it isn't, okay? No love, no light, no, you know, divine would even, it's not even, it's more powerful than that, and it knows no destruction, you know. It's man that does that, right? So yeah, so all this is being manifested, and we're all over the place and manifesting more of the fucking same, because we're in that fire, we're in the firing line. We're getting everything thrown at us, we're getting the social media stories, we're getting what Keir Starmer bollocks he says, what Trump says, what this says, all these people from Iraq, all these people from Venezuela, all these people from Gaza, you know, all these people from all over the fucking globe, even Korea, Asia, fucking China, they've got their 10 pennies worth in. So we're all at war, and this is manifesting more of the same. So we're all like this at the minute. Instead of remembering everything is within, and they're trying to cut that off. You know what I mean? Because we're so powerful. Yeah? So we're manifesting more of the same. So this is why the chaos is bigger than what it is. You know what I mean? So we need to start collaborating with each other. Okay? We need to start manifesting and creating ideas that will help each other to wake up, so that we can stop. Because there's no government that's going to be able to stop this. I mean, Keir Starmer didn't even have the balls to say that fucking Donald Trump was completely out of order, should never have kidnapped anyone and put them in that much traumatic, fucking horrible, and then steal on top and be blatant about it. Now, if we did that, we'd be arrested. So we need to collaborate with each other, as well as with the divine. We're collaborating with the divine, even if you don't realise it, right? Because the divine isn't outside of yourself, it's inside of yourself, right? So you need to start collaborating, as well as collaborating with others. We need to start squashing the void that's separating us from within. You know what I mean? So when we stop and actually start trusting that this is all a process, this is all meant to happen, because it ain't gonna stay like this, right? It fucking can't, right? Without dark there's no light, without light there's no dark. Get it? Do you know what I mean? It just can't, all right? So we need to start collaborating ideas with each other. We need to start pulling together, okay? We need to start fucking discovering our own selves as well. And it is happening, because there's loads of people that are awake, and there's loads of people that are trying to present their self to other people to help, all right? In any way, shape or form. So we need to start collaborating. That's important. We need to stay balanced, and we need to stay focused on what it is that we are and who we are, remembering who we are, right? And then everything will come into alignment, because we aren't letting the bullshit get us down. It's not making us feeling vulnerable anymore. It's not making us feel, because that's all the challenging. That's all the challenging. It's all made to happen, right? At the end of the day, you have got your own choice. We have our own free will. You make your choices, however dark or however light they are. I am not responsible for that. You are. So at the end of the day, right? Everything will come into alignment, okay? Everything will come into alignment. So let me have a look. We are, as a human collective, the most loving, the most nurturing, the most gifted. I can explain. We have the power of emotion, right? But it's learning to know how to use that, all right? It's learning to control when we're feeling frustrated. It's learning to control when we're feeling angry and stuff like that. But that power of emotion, right? It comes with passion and love. And we should have that as a whole for all of us, all right? And with that passion and love, we can manifest anything we want to the point where we can stop this from happening by not giving it any more energy, all right? Giving the energy to the right things instead of the wrong things. When you're scrolling on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and you're looking at all the bad shit, and then you start losing your temper and you start feeling emotional and you start freaking out and stuff like that. That's created for a reason. They want you to be like that. So then you're putting out in the ethos all that energy, all that emotion, right? It's all a vibe. Yeah, it's all you can't see it, but it's all a vibe, and they're feeding off that. They're feeding off that so that they can control you, because you're scared. You're feeling vulnerable. You're feeling, you're struggling with your manifesting. You're stuck in your own head with your manifesting as well, because you're worried this could happen to you, that could happen to you, that could happen to you, this could happen to you. Do you know what I mean? So we're not going to get money. We're not going to be able to get a job. Well, how are we going to pay our bills? How are we going to do this? How are we going to do that? He's squeezing us more. We're doing this. And now fucking Donald Trump is now put the fucking country into fucking danger. And we could get blown up. Or, do you know what I mean? Or there could be planes flying over. Bombs could get dropped. Who knows? We don't know. But, you know, you can't control what a person's going to do, which is quite scary. But we know you can't control people. You can only control what you do, right? So stop feeding it. Take the lead. Take control of your life. It's important. Don't let social media and all this government crap fucking pull you down and make you feel stuck in this place of vulnerability and scarcity, all right? Start listening to your signs, because they're there for a reason. They're all given to us all for a reason. So we discover, when we start discovering ourselves and looking into our lives and where we came from and who we are as people and our divine light and what our purpose is, we start listening to the signs and getting out of our own head of fear and shit, and everything's going to collapse and we're going to fucking die and we're not going to be able to buy any food from Asda. We are going to be in this place, fully stable, a solid foundation, enlightened, in tune with everything, right? You have all the abundance, because there's enough for everyone. There's enough for everyone. It's just this bastard or bastards that run the countries that's trying to manifest so that it can feed on all this stress and anxiousness, and, you know, because we're all beautiful, we're all loving, we're all nurturing, but they're trying to cut that off. Yeah? We all know deep within us, and a lot of us are waking up, that we're going to be ascending to a new level. We all, you know. But there's the proof in the pudding. If you keep screaming and you keep fighting and battling against something that's not real, then, you know, we all get stuck in, we all get sucked in, but then you have to get your balance again. And like I spoke in the other reading, get your balance again, because they're feeding off that and manifesting quite a lot more of the same. Now look at it's just getting worse and worse and worse. And why is that? Why is that? Because we're all manifesting the worse and worse and worse. Because we're all pissed off. We're all angry. We're all busting each other to bits. We don't trust each other. We've got no connection. They're trying to even take the connection from ourselves. Loves. When you become aware of that, then you can shift. And you will get to this point. Because this Donald Trump, where is he? Fucker. And governments, that people that think they own you and they don't. Your truth will be heard. Your freedom is there. You have a lot more of a clearer understanding. You hold a lot of inner knowing, information. All knowledge is power at the end of the day, as long as you use it in the right way, within your light within, and that will set you free. Yeah, you don't have to be held down by these twats that are misconstruing, misinformation, sending stuff out that's not even real, AI information, you know, distorted crap, you know, information that can cause trauma, trigger trauma responses, information of lack, you know, everything they possibly fucking can throw at you so that you stay in this, because now is the time when it's all meant to happen, so that they can keep you in this box, so they can carry on controlling you and feeding off your lovely energy, which is working for them to bleed into the fingers of your bones, you know, trying to make a better life for yourself and your children, but not realizing that what you're giving to is giving to this destructiveness that is causing you to be in this challenging state, even though you're trying to stay balanced, and vulnerable, even though you're a fantastic manifester, but you're manifesting the vulnerability, you're manifesting the lack, you're manifesting the fear, and you're manifesting all the crap that, you know, isn't great, even though you're trying to stay on top, trying to get into alignment to where you need to be, even though all these challenges are occurring. That's where they want to keep you, okay? Disconnected, yeah? But that ain't going to work forever, because we are being diverted by consciousness, by the divine. We need to get out of our heads and start listening to the signs, because the tables are going to turn. You're going to be the one in control. You're going to be the one taking the lead. You're the one with the blessings. You're the one that's going to be okay. You're, as a whole, as a collective, okay? And you're going to be in, where is she? In that Capricorn energy, wherever it is. Here she is. Okay? Right, stable. Financially stable. You know, your foundation is stable. Your family, everything. You are blessed. You're the divine light. There's everything that you ever needed was in you. You don't need this. And that's what all these beautiful people, all these healers, tarot card readers, all these spiritual gurus, all these different people that come out with different aspects of how, you know, they see it, but it all amounts to the same thing. They're all trying to show you there's another way, and that way is within you, okay? So all this crap, this stuff that's being held in quietly close to chest, and they're trying to think they're going to walk away with it and it's going to be all sun and light and they're all in charge and in control of you. It's all going to come crashing down, my little loves. So, angel message, angel message. Take a step back. There you go. Take a step back. Breathe. Do you know what I mean? You suck yourself in too much, God, you can lose it. You know what I mean? Lose it. You're not seeing. You're just seeing all the shit and the fear, and you can get lost in it. All right? Take a step back. Yeah? Take a breath and get back on track of what's important to you. Okay? Get back in. Reconnect with yourself. All right? Like I said, signs and reminders. And they're all over the fucking place. They're all over the fucking place, and you know this, right? Blessings and abundance. And blessings and abundance comes in all sorts of shapes, forms, and vibrations, all right? Because it is all about power of intention, all right? That comes from within. That passion, that's where your power is, all right? And we all did that. Ask and you shall receive. And that's the absolute true quote. You're asking yourself, what the fuck am I going to do? How am I going to fucking do this? How am I going to get this? How am I going to pay for this? How am I going to do that? How am I going to do this? All you got to do is ask, and you will get your signs and your reminders, because you are enough. That's all it is. And once they don't want you to realise that, that's why disconnection is so important to them right now. Disconnect from each other and disconnect from ourselves. Because then it's all lost, isn't it? Lost. Yeah? This isn't going to be lost. Consciousness cannot die. All right? It keeps going. It's infinite. There's no limits. No limitations. That's all what you do to yourselves, because they're keeping you locked in and feeding off all that misery and having a fucking nice time with it, because you're all puppets, you know. And I understand that you have to work, and I understand that you have to pay your bills, but start getting outside of the box, looking at the box on the outside, and then you'll realise, I'm disconnected. All I need is to connect to myself. Things are going to work out, because I've had the signs and the reminders. I know I'm going to be okay. Like I said to you before, while this is all, you want to call it the rapture, you want to call it fucking Armageddon, you want to call it fucking, I don't know, zombie apocalypse or whatever, apocalypse, you can call it what you fucking like. Turn the other cheek, because it's all bullshit. And this government crap in all different fucked up countries. We'll have no choice but to go to the light. They'll have no choice. And judgment will be done as so forth, because it is what it is. But I'm not going to go deep delve into that, because God knows what fucking comments I would get, because people like to be abusive and nasty to each other, because we're all being put in this box. We're all freaking out. You know what I mean? But get out of the box and stop freaking out. Everything's going to be all right. All right? Just reconnect with oneself and connect with everything else. Collaborate. Work together. And you'll be surprised what we can do. Love you. Comments. Nice comments, please. Bye.